have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes. I am happy. You know what? I think this is a difficult year in a lot of ways, but I am happy. Yeah. Are you happy?
I am. I'm very happy. But according to a study out of the University of Chicago, people are not so happy. Yeah. So American happiness has reached its lowest point in 5 decades, and only 14% of Americans say they are very happy right now. And that's the lowest number since the poll began in 1972.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the year I was born, Mikey.
Okay, we won't go there. But on the flip side, 80% of people say they are satisfied with their family's financial situation, and that number is at an all-time high.
You know what? Oh, no, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, researchers, they believe that people are contrasting their own finance to the millions who have been laid off.
And I think there's something to that. Like, I think happiness can be relative. Happiness can be sort of how we create it in our head, depending on what's going on. I mean, obviously, sometimes there are very serious things going on that it's difficult to be happy. But when you compare what you're going through to other people sometimes, and you realize, I have so much to be grateful for. Like, I think it's so important to be grateful and be thankful for what we have. And, you know, if you concentrate on that and don't think so much about what do the Kardashians have or whatever, you know, then you'll be happier.
Sad. Yeah, I mean,
you're always going to be sad compared
every
to them.
morning I wake up, I'm like, I have a roof, I have food, I have.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's a blessing.
It's the right mental attitude to count our blessings. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm done pontificating. That's all I have to say.
Well, here's something that will make you happy. We have squirrels, black and gold squirrels, that is.
I love this.
Yeah, a viewer, Lisa Potts, sent us this picture. She says it's been hanging around in her yard in Swissvale for 2 months. So it really must like her house. She says people are talking about it, and because it has so much Pittsburgh spirit.
It is perfect for Pittsburgh. It's got the black, it's got the gold. Any of our sports teams it could be rooting for. And so apparently they've been talking about this. It's the talk of the town in Swissvale. So thank you, Lisa, for sending that in.
Thank you, Lee. Ever since I've started this show, I've grown to love squirrels every day. We talk about squirrels a lot.
We do talk about squirrels a lot and food. Right now, though, we want to talk about dogs. Actually, not a real dog. A robot dog. Take a look at this. This is so interesting. It's from a company called Boston Dynamics. It has started selling its robot dog to the public. So look at it. This is in motion there. And there it is. I guess it's herding some sheep is what it's doing there.
Okay.
But this is video of Spot the robot. It has gone viral over the past year. The company says potential owners must agree not to harm the robot or use it as a weapon, which is interesting. Spot can climb, walk, also comes equipped with cameras and sensors to observe its surroundings.
Spot can do it all.
Yeah.
This is the type of dog that you could get.
I think there's very low maintenance here.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I don't know what it costs. That would be the one, you know, and I'm not sure that you really get much affection from Spot, but it serves a useful purpose.
It does.
Yeah.
I love it. You don't have to drop the dog off to the kennel. I might get one
You
of
don't have
these.
to have it trimmed or groomed. Very low maintenance, Mikey.
Very good. All right. Well, here's something really cute. A police officer challenged a 5-year-old to a dance-off. I love dance-off. Dance-offs is like my joy. All right, they're dancing to Michael Jackson's Beat It. This is in Hudson, New York. The video has gone viral on social media, and it's no wonder why. It's just so darn cute.
It is cute. Now,
moves.
see, I noticed the moonwalk there. Now, that was one that I never got. Like, my shoes were too sticky all the time. Like, I couldn't move backwards to do the moon. I don't think I can.
I'll show you right now.
What? What are you doing? Oh, look at this.
I'm kind of moving. No, okay. I need different shoes.
Yeah, I was going to say, moonwalking in high
Jackson,
heels,
not good, yeah.
That's probably not a wise thing. But that was impressive, and maybe we'll learn more later.
Yeah, we'll
or for a
revisit
future segment here on PTL as we all moonwalk. So here's some good news. If you're planning on going to Kennywood, Kennywood's RSVP system is now up and running. So everything's different this year. And so anyone who wants to go to Kennywood now has to reserve a date online. So it helps control the crowds to keep visitors at a social distance. But we just want to let you know it is up and running. So book to go to Kennywood.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And also Hershey Park. I spent some time there last year, so that's really exciting. It'll open July 3rd. And remember, last year I went, but this year things will really be different. The CDC guidelines will be in place, including a new reservation system to manage capacity limits. There will also be signs and ground markings to reinforce social distancing, and you'll have to undergo a touchless temperature screening. And everyone over 2 has to wear a mask, similar to what we're seeing in other parks.
And you liked Hershey Park. Like, we were afraid we weren't going to get you back.
Park. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, the rides were so much fun. The water park there, I did it all.
You did it all. Yeah, well, it's good to see that they're reopening. We also want to mention one more thing, a new date for the Kenny Chesney concert at Heinz Field. Have you heard about this? It's going to be next June, so you have to wait an entire year. The pandemic has canceled this year's tour entirely, so the new concert at Heinz Field will be June 12th of 2021. Tickets for the original show will be honored at the new date, and people who can't make it can get refunds over the next 30 days. But you know, I know a lot of people look forward to that. It's always jam-packed at Heinz Field for Kenny Chesney.
It sure
and
is.
So very different this year, you know, but people are trying to make the best of it.
Good, but the party will go on eventually. So that's
Eventually,
exciting. Yeah.
next year.
Next year.
Yeah, next year I hope is very, very different and much, much better.
Me too. Oh.
Yeah, it's
I
been.
think it will be.
I think it. I think it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And speaking of music, one more thing we want to mention. This should be music to the ears of music fans. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland is now open again to the public. They opened earlier this week, and just like all these other venues that we're talking about, they are selling time tickets, only available online. Guests have to stay 6 feet apart. You have to go to Cleveland though to do this. That's the down. No, I shouldn't say that. I have nothing against Cleveland. It's a beautiful city.
I've never been before, but I want to make it. That's on my bucket list.
And it would be fun. If you're going to go, you should go there. Yeah. All right, so tomorrow is Friday, and that means we want to remind you to send in your questions. Post your questions to our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page for our Friday free-for-all. We will answer as many of them as we possibly can. Okay, anyone who gets hooked on watching cat videos is going to want to stay right here, because coming up right now in our PTL Weekend Guide, we will tell you how you can catch a marathon cat video festival and other entertainment this weekend with our guide and fellow cat lover, Sean Collier. Look at that kitty cat.
Oh, gotta love cats. Well, if jazz music is more of your thing, see where you can find some of the best jazz performers around in a one-day-only event. They're bringing live music right to you, and you don't even have to leave the house to enjoy it.
And we're also going live to Selena Pompiani. She is high above the city today for the look at her for the reopening of a rooftop bar. She's reporting on safety precautions being taken in this new age of eating or drinking out, and she's enjoying herself.
Sure is.
It really is a great morning to be outdoors before some rain moves in. We're going to check on our forecast and a whole lot more when PTL continues on this Thursday, June 18th. Thank you so much for being with us.